Hi guys, welcome back to Alex Talk Sports. My name is Alex and today we'll be going through one player that every Premier League club should sell. See, that could be getting a profit of it, so we could buy new players at that position or any other position, or basically selling them at the highest point in the transfer market. So let's get on with today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done already, please like and subscribe. Now let's get on with the video. So for Arsenal, first of all, I have got Bernd Leno. I have got Transfer Market up. I'll be using Transfer Market for all the players today. Go and check them out. And I highly recommend it. It's a very good website. Bernd Leno, first of all, so date of birth, so he's 30 now. So I think they could cash in. I think 9 mil is definitely low for what I think. I think he can go for at least 15 to 20. And Arsenal's Aaron Ramsdale has been doing really well for them. There's no need, but no, just get a little bit extra in the cash. So, and also people would say, oh, you could go for Pepe, you could go for Aubameyang. I'm already on the assumption that Aubameyang's already going to leave, already going to see those profit higher as well. I don't want to stay here because of problems they've had with Mikel Arteta. And Pepe, sort of like out of form, not going to be in the team. He could get loaned out. If there's ever injuries, Pepe is a perfectly replaceable person there. So I think he's a good goalkeeper for any our Premier League club. He's quite tall. I'd say if you get around 15-20 mil, I'll call that a win for Arsenal. So let's go on to the next player. And for Aston Villa, I've got a surprising one, or some people might think it's surprising. It's Tyrone Mings, the captain of Aston Villa. He hasn't been on his form recently. He's fairly tall. He's I'd say I don't know if that's around 6'5" or 1 metre and 96 centimetres. He's 29, so he's not that young anymore. And I would probably say he definitely hasn't been on his game this season. Some clubs do think he's quite good. If you could get around 25, 30, 20 million for him, I would take that Aston Villa reloaded, better, younger defender who can start off fresh in this new Steven Gerrard's team. So next one we have got Burnley, and I have gone for, this is not surprising, Dwight McNeil. He hasn't really lived up to the expectations. Burnley, people are always going to say he's going to be a star, played there, he's going to show up to be Champions League football. I don't think that is now. I think his time's passed. He's 22, so he's quite young. I don't know why I said his time's passed, but I think he needs to go somewhere new. If he goes to another club like Burnley, but play more attacking, so I think he could fit well and Aston Villa or Crystal Palace. I think that'll be a very good move. They can get around 19-20 million, as it says there. I think that'll be also very good as well. He's a left winger, so I think a couple of clubs do need left winger, like Aston Villa, maybe leans left winger there to replace Grealish, which I don't think they've fully done yet. They've tried with Buendia and Bailey, but that just hasn't worked out with Bailey. Buendia maybe, but I think Dwight McNeil will be a very good replacement at Aston Villa. So next up we have got Brighton, and this is unsurprising, but I've got the young, promising right back Tariq Lamptey. 16 million is listed for. I think he'll get a lot more. He's a right back, only 21. Injuries have riddled him with Brighton. I don't think he really fits there at the moment, and trying to get a good profit out of him for going through the academy. But he didn't go through the academy, he went through the Chelsea academy, if you didn't know that already. He just came there basically on a free transfer, so like I said, that'll be very good for them getting a profit, basically earning 20 million out of themselves to reload somewhere else. So we now got Josh Silva from Brentford. I think 9 mil is a bit too low for what he can be. Really good defensive midfielder, only 23. There is some promising signs in him. I think it would be better if he moved to a different league. I think he can really show his boss mode, basically, in central defensive midfield in another league. I think he'd be perfect in Serie A, for example. The bottom clubs in Serie A could look for him. So I think that's a good one there. I think gets someone there. Don't really need a midfielder, as Eriksen just came in, so it'd be good to get some profit there. So this one is quite controversial, but not that controversial. Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea. I think this is a very reasonable chance. He may leave after one season. Not in the side, doesn't work. Tuchel doesn't like him. I think Lukaku, with that interview, you might have seen. Go check it out if you haven't. Basically states that he wants to return back to Inter. It's bad. They listed it as 70 to 80 mil, and that's, I think, what they probably get as their max. To pay 100 mil and then to lose him not doing anything for 80 mil in the next season or 70 mil isn't very good business from Chelsea, but some transfers work out, some don't. 28, so he's not too old. 76.5 million. Anyone looking for a striker, maybe Bayern do off if Lewandowski leaves, which I don't think he will, by the way. I think those rumours are false. He could be good there for any other club, like maybe going back to Inter Milan, as he clearly wants to do. The next club is Palace. Okay, I think this was the hardest team to decide a player from. And I eventually went for Jack Butland. I think 1.8 million is too low. I think you get 10 million for him. And don't need a goalie there. We've already got Guaita, who's really good. So it's easy getting rid of one of the goalies. He's getting rid of Guaita or getting rid of Butland. So I don't really know which one. Butland's only 29. He's not that good backup goalie or a good starting goalie for a championship club, definitely. So this is quite a controversial one. Jonjoe Kenny, 25. A lot of people won't have heard of him before. And so he's a right back, 1 metre and 76 centimetres. And I think he came through at the Everton Academy, if I'm right in saying that. And I think it's time for him to move on now. If you get 10 million for him, go for a championship or bottom Premier League club. I think that's good. He hasn't getting that many minutes. So it's quite a rogue shout. People might not have heard of him. I do. Calvin Phillips, this is a good one. I think 45 mil, which is what you'd want from Calvin Phillips. He's a good DM. I don't think he works at league with Jesse Marsh if he continues as the full-time manager, but I don't think he's got that quality to be a Premier League manager. Only 26 from England. I think this is his prime now to sell him and teams to cash in on like maybe a Liverpool as well. So next one, James Maddison. Okay, this is very good. I think this will be a perfect fit for someone like an Arsenal. So James Maddison, 45 million, only 25 attacking mid. He's very promising. I don't think they need him. I think they need to let their strikers do very well, because when they do play, they're very well. They're doing very good. Because when Vardy leaves, they need to have Iheanacho and Daka doing well. Iheanacho is a really class player, so is Daka and Tielemans. It was tough between Maddison and Tielemans, but I decided Maddison in the end. I think Tielemans is such a really good player that you can't replace that well. If you don't, it'll be like rogue, and I don't think it would work. Next, we have got Roberto Firmino from Liverpool. I don't think this will happen, but I think this is probably the best shout from Liverpool. So I think it'd be Oxlade-Chamberlain and Roberto Firmino tied with him. I think you can get 40 mil for Firmino. He is 30, that's the only thing. He's like a centre forward. He will hold the play up. He'll be really good. So I think someone like Juventus could use with him. So I think that would be a really good signing there for anyone. If you go around 40 mil, Liverpool need to rise Jota, Luis Diaz, and I bet they're going to sign some more wingers and strikers as well. Okay, so let's go for Fernandinho from Man City. So this was hard, to be honest. I didn't really think anyone from Man City. If you can get 10 mil for Fernandinho, he's 36 now. This is coming towards the end of his career. Need to let the young players come through, like Cole Palmer, which I think is a really good, solid player, and buy some new players. We don't need Fernandinho there, so just like clearing the wage and getting cut and some money as well. And Wan-Bissaka, 27 million. I think you can get around that 25-30 million for Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. And yeah, I think it's a really good signing for like any team need a right back. I don't think that's maybe Ten Hag. I don't know how to pronounce it when he comes in, or if he comes in, which I assume he will. Moving on to Newcastle now, we've got Jamal Lewis. I don't think he works. I think they're going to sign Matt Targett on a permanent deal. And I think 9 million is less than what we could get for him. I think they could get 15 to 20 million. So if they can get that profit, they don't need money, but still get more profit and buy like a better left back if they're not going to keep Matt Targett. I think they will. So moving on to the next player now, it is his former wing-back, still plays at Norwich, Max Aarons, 20 million on the transfer market. He is only 22. I think the thing in Max Aarons doesn't really make that much of a difference in Norwich anymore, so you can get that 20 mil, re-loan some new players for the Championship, and when they move up to the Prem, eventually next season, they always do this yo-yo team. And that'll be a very good move for someone trying to get Max Aarons out. He's a good right back. I don't think he just works in Norwich at the moment. James Ward-Prowse. Okay, this is the one I'm not sure about. There's 2 candidates here. I think James Ward-Prowse is one and Gineppo is one as well. I think James Ward-Prowse, I think this is the prime. I don't think it'll be 30 mil. I think it'll be 40 mil. If you can get 40 mil for Ward-Prowse, I think that's quite good. So you can loan, maybe sign Broho at permanent, or try and loan him, try and get him on a loan again. But I think it's quite good if you're going to profit on James Ward-Prowse at his highest peak, I think. So we're moving on. Giovanni Lo Celso with Spurs. He's on loan, yeah, it says he's on loan from Spurs. The thing is with this, it's quite hard because he's not 90.8 million. From the way he's been acting in the Champions League, he's a 40 million player. And I know that Conte, when he loaned him out, he doesn't want Lo Celso as part of his team. That's fine. He chooses that. So if we can get that 40 mil, his price increases for the Champions League and stuff like that, I think Villarreal will buy him for around 40 mil on a permanent deal. So that's pretty good for Tottenham, my team. Emmanuel Dennis from Watford. I feel like for a lot of players, this is the peak. So considering he didn't score a lot of goals, I think it's something like 20 goals in 4 seasons in the Belgian league, and to score this amount of goals in this league is very good. He's 24, so he's fairly young. So I think you can get them to 15-20 mil. I think this is his highest peak, to be honest, as a Watford player. Moving on to the next, there's only 2 players left. Ryan Fredericks, I think 1.8 million. You've got Kufal there. I think 1.8 million is too low. I think you can get 10 mil for Ryan Fredericks. Plus that gets like better wing backs as well. Because Crespo's injured. Sometimes Kufal's and sometimes get like a really solid other wing back. And last but definitely not least, Daniel Podence from Wolves. Injury just haven't worked. He's 26. You can get 20 to 25, 30 mil for him, so that is a good move right there. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like the video, like and subscribe, and have a good day.